It's very sad that as a oil producing country, we are still at this point suffering, and we can't access fuel even at the price which we accepted to buy it. It is very unfortunate. All this is happening because we have a very bad leadership over the years. Why I'm saying this is, you don't expect we as an oil producing nation haven't been through this for so many years, and yet we cannot refine the oil which we consume locally. It's very unfortunate. You don't expect me to have a rice farm and haven't harvested my rice, I take it to another person's town to process before I can eat it. It's very funny. You come to see there are countries that doesn't even have fuel or petrol, but they have refineries. What does it take the government to build refineries and for us to refine what we are supposed to consume here in the country? This is a warning, and this is the result you get when you don't have good and proactive leadership. When this present government was coming in, one of the promises and hope we had was we are going to have a fixed refineries. If our refineries are working, we don't have problems whatsoever it is, as far as fuel is concerned within the country. And to add to it, we are even at 165. The fuel is cost, considering our poverty level in this country. If you look at the minimum wage rate proportionate to other countries' minimum wage rate, 165 naira per liter is expensive. I was privileged to study abroad, and I know how how fuel are bought over there and how their living standard is. I was opportune to do my masters in India. In India, a liter of fuel as at then, that's 4-5 years back, was around 170 something naira. But when you look at their minimum wage as at then was 25,000 rupees, which is over 100,000 naira. So you don't compare ourselves to people that are better than us in standard. So what this fuel scarcity is telling us is we should think beyond our regional crisis. We should think beyond our religious differences. We should do the right thing as far as the leadership of this country is concerned. We need leaders who will think beyond what they are going to get for themselves and their next generation unborn. We should fix our refineries, and all this petroleum problem will be resolved.
The thing is lingering now for getting for too long now, and I think Nigerians will the thing begin to affect us now terribly. It's affecting every areas of our businesses. We thought it's something that's going to last for about 1 week or two, but now it's escalating. So I think the federal government, our head of state is the Minister for Petroleum, President Muhammadu Buhari. I want him to look into this fuel issue. It's a very critical issue now. So the fuel problem is a very critical problem. So we need to sit down. Let that be a very serious meeting now among all the major marketers of petroleum products in Nigeria. Let that be a serious meeting with the head of state. Tell them what to do. If they continue to hoard the oil, especially the marketers, because I know that there's a lot of enough fuel in the country, but the problem is that our marketers, because of what is happening, what is happening in the world and all that, so they are afraid to bring out their fuel to sell. Let them sell the fuel. Let them bring out fuel so that there will be fuel for people, so that Nigerians will have enough fuel to go to their respective businesses. So the government need to come into it. It's not an individual thing. The government need to come into this fuel thing, so that let that be a round table sitting up. Let them sit and bring ideas of how to solve this problem. I know we can solve it. Our government can take care of fuel problem in this country, so that we can move forward. Because the way things are going, people are suffering. The suffering is getting too much on a daily basis. And the petroleum marketers, they are insisting they want the price to be increased at the detriment of poor people. People are suffering. The suffering is getting too much on poor masses. So if our leaders, if our petroleum marketers are deciding the destiny of 200 million Nigerians, it's not the best. It's very wrong.
I think Romania has agreed that if you have a valid paper, you'll be allowed entry. So there's nothing to panic about. But I fear that there are so many of our people out there that they don't have a valid paper. Some of their documents are expired. I once experienced it. When I travel out of Nigeria, I know what I'm talking about. So many of them don't have the papers. You see where they sleep, and you will be amazed at what is the big deal, staying here when you don't. You don't have you stay. Document to stay there. I don't know. I think as far as that is concerned, is resolved between Romania and Nigeria, and I think Hungary too is beginning to agree. But I said that's with a caveat: you must have your valid paper.
What they need to do, let them be calm. Nigerian government and other governments of the world, they are planning a way to evacuate their people if this problem continues. But we are praying, all the countries of the world are praying so that God will touch the heart of Putin, so that let there be peace. There can be peace, we can move forward. Let this spirit of pride, don't allow other people to come and do this in your place and all that. Let's bury the spirit of pride in Putin. That's the prayer we should be praying now. Let the spirit of pride be removed from Putin, so that there will be peace, so that they will stop this thing. Because I know that Ukraine is a small country to Russia. It's just an extract of Russia, so they can't fight Russia. Russia is a very large country. So we just need to pray. The whole world need to pray and let God touch the heart of Putin. We need God intervention now, because the moment there is problem in Russia, then there will be problem all over the world, because Russia too is big, it's a large country, so there will be problem all over the world, and it's not going to help matters at all.
The economy of this nation is being politicized, and the truth of the matter is, if we can get to a particular point where we can tell ourselves the heart-shaking truth, people in charge should come out of these excuses they are giving and then make life a little bit easy for the masses. I think it will go a long way to help. But concerning the fight between Ukraine and Russia, all these things, they are just blatant excuses. And please, we should wake up from there.
Nigeria remains one of the 6 largest produced oil nations all over the world, at the global world. We have one of the best refined oil. We discover our crude oil fields at Olorobiri by Port Harcourt. But the problem now is addicted athletes leadership. Leadership with difficult organ that find it difficult to use this oil and gas money to give Nigerian dividends of democracy, to improve the welfare and well-being of Nigeria at large. You are talking about the oil scarcity for the deadline of the scarcity to end. They say when problem of a human being is too much, you put it to Almighty God. Nigeria at large, presently now, we need a serious urgent divine intervention in our situation. So the end of this scarcity now, it depends on the federal government. The leaders at the top. The Minister of Petroleum, the GMD of NNPC, the MD of PPMC, on how to urgently use their initiative to distribute Nigerian PMS, AGO, and other petroleum products. As I've told you earlier, Nigeria needs at least 12 mega NNPC filling stations, or 8 in each local government of the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to ease distribution of petroleum products to all Nigeria at affordable price. Now there is the regulation of the petroleum product. You can import as a businessman. But if the government can use their initiative to uphold NNPC mega filling station, at least 8 or 10 in each 36 local government of Nigeria, Nigerian can be buying at affordable prices. You can see this hand is not equal. So the rich that have money, excess money, can go to the private filling station. Then the poor can go, lower income earner, that can go to NNPC mega filling station to queue at their own wish. Then about the Nigerians stranded at Poland, and they're allowing white people to scale to their country. I think the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Nigerian head diaspora to urgently maybe send aircraft or use a Nigerian immigration or or humanitarian ministry to urgently rescue Nigerians there back. Maybe they should find a way to put them to a nearby country in Europe. Then from that nearby Europe country, they should use their initiative. They can connect by road. When death is coming, you have to connect, find your way out. They should connect to any nearby country, and from another nearby country, they should find their way out to another destination country. Then at the end of the later, they can then flow themselves back to Nigeria. I think that's the only way forward.